We're good. We're live. All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Community Roundtable here in the Gumdall Kingdom. My name is Wild Paparazzi, joined always by our gracious host, Gumdall the Great. What is up, Vinny?
Much, man. How are you?
Oh, not bad, not bad. Back again for another week's edition of the Community Roundtable. This week, we also have in the booth with us tonight, Brandon. What's going on, Brandon?
Not much, just over here gaming.
We doing big gaming tonight.
We do video games here.
We like to have a good time. I can have a good time. For folks that are just joining us and haven't watched this before, this is a podcast-esque show where we just get around the community roundtable here and kind of BS, talk about some various topics, and
What up, John?
generally have a good time. So tonight we're going to be talking about video game adaptations. So it's either going to be from movie to video game or video game to movie. And we'll be going through that tonight and talking about some of our favorites. So before we get into that, let's take a quick moment to thank our sponsors, shall we? First and foremost, we have Junk Food Custom Arcade. If you haven't checked them out, be sure to do so. Junk Food Custom Arcade has all sorts of hitboxes, snack boxes, arcade sticks, fighting game peripherals, things of that nature. So you're looking to step game up, favorite fighting game, check out Junk Food Custom Arcades. Also got to shout out the shop, Micro Game Play and Trade, located in Clay, New York. So, of course, Vinny, yourself, and the owner, Chris. Micro Game Play and Trade is located on Route 31 in Clay, New York, and they have all sorts of retro video games along with some of the new stuff as well. So they also have some great collectibles, too. So if you're looking to pick up some old game to scratch that nostalgia itch, or pick up a new game like the new Spider-Man or Call of Duty that's coming out, check out Micro Game Play and Trade. Also, we can't forget our brethren at the fighting game community. We have two out here really putting on some great events here. So first and foremost, we've got Attack from All Sides and Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan puts on all sorts of competitive fighting game related tournaments. We actually have a monthly coming up this weekend. So we'll be down at Elite Gaming down in the city there, where Attack from All Sides will be putting on a competitive fighting game tournament. A lot of different tournaments going on. But just the big ones that I can rattle off the top of my head, we got Strive, Street Fighter, the new Mortal Kombat, and I think a couple other side games as well. So it should be a good time. So check out Attack from All Sides and Kangaskhan putting on the great things. And of course, we got to shout out the man who really brought us all together, the FGC Godfather, DJ Silence, a.k.a. Kenyon, and Syracuse Sucker Punch. Syracuse Sucker Punch puts on all sorts of great fighting game community-related events. Putting on a lot of good events. I believe there's going to be one coming up here in December, a holiday party, really aimed at just finding new players and bringing old folks together and having a good time through the enjoyment of fighting games. So all sorts of great stuff going on here in Syracuse. So, Vinny, there's the intro. We thanked our sponsors. Let's get into the topic tonight.
So everybody saw the topic, as we said, was video game movie adaptations or movie adaptations into video games. And we all recently got together at the shop and watched a wonderful movie that was shockingly pleasant. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, I think that is a great point to start off on because, let's be honest, Five Nights at Freddy's really graphically really doesn't have a lot going for it, right? I mean, it's got, still images, and I think over time the games have gotten better and better, but the original Five Nights at Freddy's, it was just a static image of a security room, and you were just kind of fighting through and trying to survive there. And for them to be able to create, is it 8 games now? I believe. I think it's 8 games.
8 or 9.
Yeah, 8 or 9 games, and now have a movie which not only was not just like a throwaway like cash grab, it was actually a fantastic movie.
Matt Patton
with some great acting, with some great animatronics that I thoroughly enjoyed. So I think that was one of the many cases here, or a few cases, where they took a video game and did it exceptionally well into a movie.
I agree. It was pleasantly surprising.
Yeah, I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. The only thing that kept it from a 10 was the lack of Nick Cage in the movie. So
not having Markiplier was my ding.
Kept it from a 10. Yeah, but Matt Pat was in there, and that was pretty cool.
And he had a really cool line. And then he released a video on how that line came to be, and I thought it was really interesting. So
I've seen an announcement that they're apparently making a second one.
Yep.
A second Five Nights?
Yeah. So I found out too that that movie doesn't go along with the games at all. It goes along with apparently there's a comic book. I never read. I didn't know there was one. I kind of want it now. The movie is paired up with the comic books, is from what I was told.
Interesting.
So I'm
Well,
intrigued.
I definitely felt it was a good adaptation.
Oh,
for
definitely.
Sure. I think that's what kind of inspired this idea. I feel like thinking about it, and yeah, I look forward to what else they can do. And Bloomhouse put it on.
Yep, I love those guys.
They're great. They're a great freaking horror production company. So,
I mean, if they want to make more adaptations of video game movies, Poppy Playtime would probably be decent.
Dude, that'd be so creepy. I'd love that.
Poppy Playtime. I don't think I've seen Poppy Playtime.
Poppy Playtime's interesting. Huggy Wuggy.
Oh, really? That's what that is?
That's
Huggy
what he's
Wuggy?
from. Yep.
Oh.
Huggy Wuggy, and I forget what the pink girl's name is. The mom one, whatever the fuck it is. It's actually an interesting game too. It's like everyone's always like, bro, and I'm like, dude, the stories they make for games like that, the games may be like not like Five Nights at Freddy's isn't interesting gameplay wise to most people, but like the story is insane, and that's kind of what Poppy's Playtime was. Like the gameplay is okay, but the backstory to what they are is wild. Like Garten of Ban, big one.
Yeah.
But I do have
Definitely.
As you see, I will not be playing Gran Turismo the whole time. I promise everybody. But speaking of Gran Turismo, if you haven't seen it, there's also a Gran Turismo movie, and it was fucking phenomenal.
See, I have not watched it, but it is on my list.
I did not expect a racing movie in 2023 to be that good. It was fantastic.
I still haven't even watched it yet.
And then while we're on the train here, I don't know if you two saw. I'm pretty sure Brandon did. They're making a Zelda movie.
I'm the one that told you about it.
You were one of like the 7, because everyone's like, did you see Sony and Nintendo are actually working together on something? And I was like, no way.
I was surprised.
No fucking way.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Can you have a picture of a movie that's based on a character that just
doesn't
talks?
Yeah. I'm just saying, not to call out Willy's Wonderland again. Nick Cage didn't have any lines in his movie.
He just grunted. Made Nick Cage noises.
So it can be done.
I have to download Omni-Man still. Son of a bitch. I was going to use Omni-Man for this whole thing, and I don't have him installed. Rip.
Talking about a movie that went into a game that was a great game from my childhood, I'm going to have to call out Spider-Man 2.
Oh, yeah.
Great. I think it was probably one of the first Spider-Man games that I actually adored and that makes you feel like Spider-Man. And it was based upon Spider-Man 2.
Mm-hmm.
The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2.
It is a great game. I also recommend the new Spider-Man 2. The game
I'm currently playing the first Spider-Man.
Blew me away, dude. I am so happy with that game. They used a specific character, and I lost my shit. I was so happy. I never thought I'd see the day.
I mean, I bought the first one and still haven't even played it yet.
Oh, that's what I'm playing right now. It's a phenomenal game. I played Miles Morales. They're great games. But getting back to Spider-Man 2 on the PS2,
still looks good.
It still looks good. The swinging was great, but it also had what's his name? Dude from Evil Dead.
Oh,
why am I blanking on his name? Not Phil Hartman.
The main guy? I don't remember.
Yeah,
Bruce Campbell.
You know who I'm talking about. Bruce Campbell. Had him in it, and he was the narrator. It was great.
I agree. All right. I know Brandon was he had it locked and loaded earlier, telling me he wants to talk about Warcraft.
Okay.
Oh yes.
I don't know if you saw that movie, Rick. There is a Warcraft movie. I vaguely remember it. I did watch it. I liked the visuals, but I don't remember anything about the actual like story.
So I'm a huge Warcraft nerd. Okay, I don't really follow the story anymore because Blizzard's been screwing up the story for a few expansions now. But anyways, besides the point. So the Warcraft movie that's already out today was based on the first war that happened when the orcs, invaded Azeroth, which is Earth to us.
Mm-hmm.
What I think would be a great story if they were to do another Warcraft movie is the Scourge invasion to the actual Lich King happening. So Arthas Menethil, a character named Arthas. So they need to do a story on him trying to save his land, the corruption of the sword that he ended up getting, a false promise, and then he's corrupted, turns into a Death Knight, kills his own land, kills all the people around, and then he becomes like what is known as the Lich King. So now he's in control of the undead, basically.
Sounds badass. I did not see the Warcraft movie. It's been out for a few years now.
I think
Yeah,
back
it's
in
been a while.
2015, I think that movie came out.
Oh, okay.
I mean, other Blizzard titles would be great for movies as well, like Diablo, StarCraft.
I'm be right back. I'm gonna grab Mortal Kombat Omni Nails installed.
I don't really like Overwatch that much. I mean, they could probably do a movie on Overwatch if they wanted to actually delve deeper into the lore of that. I don't know anything about the series.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically it for Warcraft that I wanted to talk about.
I'm trying to think what other movies that were made into games that were actually good. That I remember playing a lot, especially growing up.
Don't say Resident Evil.
No, well, I was gonna say I feel like a lot of the old like Sega Genesis Disney games that were based upon like Disney characters, so like Lion King and like Aladdin, and I felt like those were all very, very good and still hold up to this day. And they're based upon the movies, you know.
Well, I think the old Lion King game was it's been known as one of the hardest games out there, especially level 2.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean that just goes back to, back in the day it was a lot easier to make those games, you know what I mean? I feel like everything had a game. I think you had like Die Hard, had a set of games on like PS1 and all that. Terminator games, Punisher and all that. Oh, I will say, and I think it's based upon the Punisher movie with Tom Jane, the one that came out, I think early 2000s. The PS2 version of the Punisher was a sweet game. And the only reason why I say I think it's based upon that movie is because they do have like the big Russian guy that you fight in the movie or in the game that was also in the movie as well. Did you ever play that one?
I did not.
Oh man, you could like interrogate bad guys by like putting them in bad situations. So like, I think I remember one situation where it was like you held a guy's like face close to a cage and there was like a snake in the cage, and like if you put too much pressure on him, he would end up dying because so you had to like kind of play that game of like pulling his face away or making sure he was just stressed enough to give you the information you want without freaking having a heart attack. It was actually very, very cool. Probably not something I should have been playing when I was that age, but
I mean, I was playing horrible games back in the day when I was a kid. I mean, you wouldn't really think a kid would be playing Grand Theft Auto, but I was.
GTA.
It could be a good potential for a movie, but I'm afraid of them screwing it up.
I feel like GTA is pretty much any mob movie that is currently in the works.
How about LA Noir?
Oh yeah, Great game. Never beat it.
Oh, it's fun. I like that game.
Did you ever beat it?
Oh yeah, I finished it. I was just binged that game basically.
Yeah. Trying to think what other games were good. I mean, I think did Tomb Raider have a movie? Oh
Yes.
yeah, with Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right. You know what is a game that was kind of fun, and I remember sitting down and I rented it from Blockbuster, and I remember beating it in like almost one sitting. Was the game Wanted? It was based
Yeah.
on that movie where they could curve the bullets.
That was
I think
actually a
Angelina
really good
Jolie was
movie.
in that one too. Yeah, it was a sweet movie, and the game was pretty cool too because you could actually like curve bullets around corners and stuff. And I feel like that was a pretty solid adaptation movie to a game. Vinny, what's some of your favorites? What do you? Well, let me ask you both this: do you prefer games going from games to movies or movies to games?
Good question.
That's a tough one. I've seen bad adaptations from movies to games. Like, I don't know how you guys feel about the Matrix games, but I thought they were terrible.
They were cool.
I agree.
When they first came out. Like Enter the Matrix, where you could play as Ghost and Naomi. I always thought that was cool because of the the bullet time and whatnot. But now going back and playing them, I'm like, wow, these were really really bad. But the Matrix had such potential, man, to be a good video game. I never played Path of Neo. Was that one any good?
Not really.
Mm,
I didn't like any of the games really. I thought the games were rough.
Yo, what if they ever made a movie based on Guitar Hero? All right, now hear me out. It's just some random kid or random guy just creates his own band, and the rest is history.
I think that's every Rockstar movie. You could
But,
argue.
but this time, it's just called Guitar Hero.
I think South Park did a pretty good adaptation of that. When they were playing Guitar Hero and they were trying to be in a band there. Oh, why not? What about South Park? Stick of Truth was great, and that's based upon a TV show.
It is true.
That was a great game. That one made you feel like you were in the South Park universe.
I agree.
I remember I had a build where it was like
Upkin.
every hit like made them sick or something like that, so they would just like start throwing up or whatnot. It was doing like damage over time. It was actually really really strong.
A season.
What do you guys feel is probably the worst adaptation?
Street Fighter. I would rather watch Mortal Kombat than Street Fighter.
I think Mortal Kombat, on all its iterations, even Mortal Kombat, what the hell was it? What was the second one called? Armageddon?
Annihilation.
Annihilation. That one was better than the Street Fighter movie.
There was
Is
a
the
Street Fighter
movie?
Street Fighter
Yeah,
movie is terrible.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a Street Fighter movie.
I have it.
Oh yeah, Jean-Claude Van Damme's in it. He plays Guile.
It's awful. I have the steelbook for it.
Then there was Street Fighter, the movie, the game,
Yeah.
which was
that
a
game's
fighting game
awful.
based upon the Street Fighter movie, which was based upon the Street Fighter game.
It is a funny game though, like I have to say. Like Akuma's
Yeah.
super broken like usual, and I
None
have
of the
to
characters
I have
really
to
look like
tip
each
my
other.
hat to these like skins for the blood season. Like some of these are pretty.
I have not seen them yet.
They
I've not
all
fired it up.
they all look like Quan Chi.
Sweet.
Pretty fucking. The one about Chun Li was you are right. Yeah, I take that back. Yeah, the Chun Li Street Fighter movie. I don't know what they were going for.
But I think the new Mortal Kombat movie that came out 2 years ago was great. A lot of people didn't care for it, but I thought it was great.
I thought it was good.
It was bloody. It was gory. It was...
Dude, for a Mortal Kombat movie, it was good.
First Mortal Kombat movie was great, though. 95?
Yeah.
That was probably the best Liu Kang ever looked. That's my Liu Kang right there.
Dang.
Plus, I had Kerry Tagawa as Shang Tsung.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool.
Very true.
What other?
Trying to think of some of the more oddball ones, because we could jump right into the obvious. The new Mario movie was pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Which I think a lot of people were skeptical of, and myself included, because of Chris Pratt, but he did a fine job.
If they made a Super Mario movie, I want to see Luigi's Mansion.
That would be cool.
I don't really like the games, but I'd watch a movie.
I've never played Luigi's Mansion, but...
Not a Luigi's Mansion.
I love the first one.
Could give it another shot. It was way back. I thought it was boring.
I will say the Castlevania anime is phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
So
Yep.
I was going to say I would like to see. I'm not really big on anime, but I would like to see an actual movie on Castlevania. That is not anime.
Oh, it might happen.
You know what I like about like video game movies or vice versa? They always have some sort of Easter egg that calls back to it. Like in the Castlevania show, they ended up playing what the hell was it? What's the big song there? Like Bloody Tears or something like that, where it's like dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I can't think of it right now, but like that came on during a battle, and I'm like, oh my god, that's from the game. Great times.
Heard I haven't watched it, but I heard the Cyberpunk did too.
I still haven't seen it. It's on my list. I'd like to eventually watch the Assassin's Creed movie too.
It was okay. I didn't hate it.
I didn't even know there was an Assassin's Creed movie.
Yeah, I forgot when it released. I think it was pre-COVID, but I still haven't watched the Sonic the Hedgehog movies.
Oh, those are great.
They're phenomenal.
Oh, I forgot about Rampage. I'm looking at a list here.
Yeah, the Sonic the Hedgehog movies are great. I did not see Rampage. That's the one with Dwayne Johnson's in it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what other like stuff would you guys like to see turn into movies?
Turn into a movie? God of War.
God of War would be cool. I think Ghost of Tsushima would be pretty sick. Isn't there a movie coming or something?
I think they're working on one. Yeah, I think that was a thing.
I also wouldn't mind seeing a Dead Rising movie.
That would
Like,
be
I
neat.
think if there was I mean, it'd be a zombie movie, but like, if you could have like Frank in it, and the hell was the second character's name? Why am I blanking on it?
Chuck? Is that his name?
Chuck. Yeah, Chuck. You could have those. You know, if you could span the first 3 games, that'd be pretty cool. I think the Psychopaths would be a pretty sweet like gimmick in the movie.
I like this idea, and I would like to see it.
Yeah. Like, could you imagine, like, all right, so we got Zombie Apocalypse. It's in the mall. You got Frank here going on, right? And then the first boss fight you got is Adam the Clown.
It'd be so cool.
Just a psychotic clown with too many like chainsaws. Like, that'd be pretty sweet. Or like fighting the gluttonous lady in 3. That's the one thing I liked about 3 is that each one of the psychopaths was based upon the 7 deadly sins.
True.
But I think that would be pretty cool. You know, I mean, there are so many zombie movies, good and bad. But I think that, you know, Dead Rising movie, if they ever could come out with it, would be pretty sweet to have. and would be a pretty. You could make it funny, you know. Frank could have some quick lines. Chuck could have some quick lines. So I wouldn't mind seeing that. Also, I would like a Fight Night style Rocky game. You know, there was a Rocky game that came out on a PS2 that I think ran through all the movies or whatnot, and it was fine. But I would love a Rocky game with, you know, the mechanics of Fight Night, the tight, you know, boxing mechanics, the jabs, the sways, the jukes, you know, all that stuff. I think that'd be pretty cool.
It would be neat. Fuck you, Havoc. I like the Superman dash.
How about a one movie you know would probably never happen, but you think it would be cool
Never
to see?
happen? Metroid.
Oh yeah, that'd be sweet.
Mega Man.
They made a Mega Man movie. It was terrible.
Oh really?
Yeah, it can't. It was. If you want to count it, it was Japanese only, but it was awful.
Actually, I know for a fact they wouldn't make this. So Legacy of Kain or Legacy of Kain.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
I know that it would be cool. I don't see them doing a movie on it. Well, it'll be a film series or a TV show, whatever.
You know what I'd like to see? Either NBA Jams or NFL Blitz. And it would just be like a super, like, just like a arcadey style movie. So you'd have people jumping up in the air. Think like Space Jam, but like with like flaming.
Postal? Yeah, I don't think they'd ever make a Postal.
Did you guys watch The Last of Us?
I watched most of it. It was okay. I like it. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but
I don't actually have the streaming service to watch it. So no. I heard it was really good. And I never played the game.
First of all, The Last of Us, the first one, top-notch game. Very, very good game. Fun, emotional, great action, great story. And I think the TV series did a great job with it. Some people didn't care for it, but I myself thought it was pretty well adapted.
I can say
I really like the monster designs they did.
Oh yeah. And Pedro Pascal is great.
Another TV show that I thought it was pretty good. Besides other points with Netflix and stuff, is Witcher season 1.
See, that's one series I have not watched yet, is The Witcher. But I've also never really played the games. I tried The Witcher 2, and I tried it on, I think it was 360. And for whatever reason, I just could not get a hang of the controls. I felt like it was much more suited for like a PC style game. Keyboard, mouse, that kind of thing.
Well, good thing for you. Well, this was actually supposed to be the original idea for the TV show because Netflix keeps. I don't really want to get into that, but the TV show is supposed to be based on the books. It was supposed to be. So the books happened. The books happened before the games even begin.
Okay.
So you can start from season 1, and it has nothing to do with the games yet. Season 2 and 3, I never watched 3, but it has, all that has to do with Netflix's fiasco.
Gotcha. Yeah. What other adaptations? How about Simpsons? I feel like Simpsons have had a lot of really great games
The arcade games,
based on the show.
fantastic.
The arcade game's fantastic. I feel like Simpsons Hit and Run was
I
fantastic.
was just about to mention Hit and Run.
They had a fighting game that I played on the PS1.
Oh, the wrestling game?
That yeah, the
Simpsons
wrestling game. And all I remember was that Ned Flanders was just super, super overpowered. Because he had like a lightning move and he would shout, "May the power of Christ compel you!" and then like zap the shit out of you. And he was just so good. I wouldn't mind a Simpsons fighting game again.
I think it'd be pretty cool.
I'd have to main groundskeeper Willie because you know that dude would be a brawler. He'd be a mix-up monster.
Mix master.
Bart would be a zoner. You know, he'd have all sorts of things. He'd have a skateboard to get himself out of trouble. He'd have, you know, a freaking slingshot.
They'll never make a Jump Force movie. The game was awful.
Oh, do we want to talk about the Dragon Ball Z live action movie?
That might beat Street Fighter and fucking Annihilation. That movie was awful. That Avatar wasn't any better though. The fucking the one with the windbender kid.
Oh yeah. I will say though, let me get this guy. The Dragon Ball Z games, based upon the anime, have always been pretty tight.
Games are always great. Keep buying them, and I shouldn't. I really want Fighters too, but I don't know if we're ever actually gonna get it.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the best fighting games for Dragon Ball. But I also feel like Budokai 2 was also really, really great.
Yeah, Budokai 2. Tenkaichi 3 is like the loved one. 4 is supposed to come out someday.
That would be pretty cool.
The One Piece games are okay too.
I have not watched One Piece.
Don't. Not because it's bad. It's not bad. It is long. You want to binge over 1,000 episodes or something?
1,000 episodes?
It's over 1,000 now, yeah.
Jeez.
It's insane. The Naruto games aren't bad.
You guys remember the Doom movie?
Yeah, with The Rock.
Oh, the Doom movie was sweet. Especially when it went into Doom mode.
Big fucking good. That's a guilty pleasure action movie, you're not wrong.
Oh, I didn't realize they made a movie on Alone in the Dark.
You know what would be really cool? It will never happen. I want an Armored Core movie.
Yeah, that'd be pretty neat.
Especially after that new game. Like, oh.
I wouldn't mind a Bloodborne movie.
Dude, we can't even get a fucking 60 FPS patch. We ain't getting a movie.
It might be coming.
We can't even get a PS5 port. There's no hope.
It might be coming. You don't know.
Someday.
It's over. Let's play Lies of P. Lies of P would be a fantastic movie.
Yeah, I do like when they take fairy tales and
Twist
make them pretty. Yeah.
I want a movie on Elden Ring.
Dude, it'd be like Lord of the Rings uncut times 7,000.
Speaking of Lord of the Rings, they had some great games back in the PS2 era.
Fucking the one on the Xbox 360 was really good. War in the North or whatever it was called.
Yeah,
That
well,
was phenomenal.
the Return of the King, the Two Towers, those were great, like beat 'em up RPGs. But then also Shadows of Mordor,
Yeah, Mordor and Shadows. What the
Shadows of
War?
War. Yeah,
Second one.
I'm actually playing through that one right now.
Just gonna put
'Cause I've never actually played it.
on.
Omni Man. What's his customizable piece? Is it his cape?
Is cape and his gloves.
Oh, he gets two?
Yeah, I think it's all part of one piece. So I think it's like, it just. I'll do it after I do this.
I was hoping that it was gonna be his mustache.
Oh, I remember we had this talk. That would have been hilarious.
Have like 10, 15 different mustache styles.
Still trying to. Oh, the Superman is that, but you. I love the Superman dash. Woo!
Have you done the chest bump yet?
Yeah.
The chest bump pretty broken.
Oh, that's the clap. The boop.
Well, I guess Omni Man would be a cartoon converted into a video game.
True. Comic converted to a cartoon, converted to video game. He's really cool. Like, I'm pretty sure people have already figured out how to do some insane dumb shit with this character. I'm not going to be able to figure it out, but... So far, he's pretty cool.
I saw people were posting, like when he backdashes, or air dashes in the corner or whatever, it moves the actual screen backwards.
Yep. Which is pretty fucking cool. Come here.
He's so powerful.
Oh, I wanted to clap his ass. There we go. I love the fatality, though. The fatality's probably going to get...
What do you mean get you in trouble? It's a game.
Twitch terms of service aren't the smartest things in the world.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
You're not welcome here, Garrus. Terminator Resistance and RoboCop Rogue City. Sure, there are. The new RoboCop game I've heard is actually like fantastic. Like super violent.
What about oh, hold on a second. Gonna get caught. Like the Friday the 13th movie, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and all that.
Yeah, I really liked the Texas game. Friday the 13th was just super fun. What about you, Brian? What do you want to see become? Did you say anything?
Oh, what was the question? I was looking at something.
Like, what would you like to see become like a movie or a TV show or vice versa?
Good question. Legacy of Kain.
Other than
So
Legacy of
come
Kain.
on.
I know
Come
you're
on.
gonna keep saying
Come
that.
All right. Good question. I gotta think about that one.
You know what else was shockingly good? It was back on the original Xbox. The Buffy the Vampire Slayer game.
And did not play it.
Actually pretty good. The other one sucks though. One on the PS2 was not very good.
Actually, what if they did the Need for Speed, but it's based on the run?
That'd actually be pretty cool.
I think that would be a neat idea for like a TV show or a movie.
I'd welcome that. I think the Fast and the Furious guys should produce it. Just don't turn it into a gun movie.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, why don't you like the new Fast and Furious movies? And it's like, because it's not Fast and Furious anymore.
Because Vinny doesn't like family.
No. No. I like cars, okay? It's not about the cars anymore.
I would like the idea of Siphon Filter being a movie, TV show.
So apparently, I gotta look up see what it was called, but it's not gonna be called Days Gone 2, but they're making the next installment of that series.
Really?
Yep. But it's not. I guess it's not called Days Gone 2. Someone was showing me something about it, and I was like, oh, so they did get greenlit. They just can't call it Days Gone 2.
I love that game. Love it.
The main character was such a douchebag that you just end up liking him though.
He was great. Deacon.
Can't get over just Superman fucking going after. It's so good. Ah. Flap. 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 Oh, you dirtbag.
I think a kid-friendly movie, Spyro.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That'd be a decent idea.
Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, that too.
Mm.
Some other good ones for kids.
Who do you want to voice Spyro?
Oh God. Let's
Yeah,
say
the
Chris
real
Pratt.
questions are coming now. Who's gonna voice Spyro?
Chris
Jonah Hill.
Pratt, come on.
Chris Pratt?
No.
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill?
Oh yeah.
Just way out there. You know what I mean? No, Michael Cera. Let's bring him back. Michael Cera.
Who would voice Crash Bandicoot?
Mm. Who would voice Crash Bandicoot?
Good question, isn't it?
Liam Neeson.
Good answer. Imagine Liam Neeson doing the wow.
I possess a particular set of skills to acquire the Wumpa fruit. No, Liam Neeson would be good for what the hell was the mask's name?
Oh my god, I can't believe I don't
Oomega.
remember. Yeah.
Yeah, he would be good for that.
He's so fucking funny.
Wait, is it Aka Aka? I think Uka Uka is the villain.
Yeah, I think it's Aka Aka.
Okay.
I don't care. He makes some funny noises. I like that guy.
Oomega. Can you imagine Liam Neeson saying that? Oomega.
How about Sly Cooper?
Ooh.
Oh,
Sly Cooper?
Sly Cooper would be a great movie.
That's definitely a Harrison Ford movie. Instead of I want my family back, it's want my jewels back.
The Phoebus Raccoonus.
Give him a lightsaber. I don't know who would be a good choice for Sly.
Sly?
Trying to think of like relevant actor that's like
You could get like kind of wild with it and do like Bill Murray.
see that
You know
I was
what I
trying
mean?
to like think of go down that path. It's got to be somebody who's like super notable but has done kids movies before.
Yeah. Like I feel like that'd be a good one.
All right, you fucking did. Come here.
Banjo Kazooie.
I think they should just get fucking Coney, the famous fucking YouTuber, to do it because he loves that game so much. He fucking sounds like Kazooie half the fucking time.
That's it for kid-friendly stuff I can think of.
Friendly? Yeah, you did all this. Said all the good. And there's like Ty the Tasmanian Tiger.
Bubsy.
Oh god, Bubs.
Joe and Mac.
Joe and Mac is actually a very underrated fucking game.
That's a good game.
This is a super difficult game. Or we
Mass
can
Effect
do...
be adapted to a movie? Isn't that just Star Wars?
Dead Space.
Dead Space would be fucking cool.
We'll just make a movie on Contra. Somehow we'll put the Konami code in it.
Imagine.
Hades. What about Hades
Oh,
as
Hades
a
would be
movie?
a sick movie. I think that'd be more well off as like a TV show though.
Yeah, like an anime, and like graphically
Cell shaded hand
superior.
drawn.
Yeah.
Can't wait for Hades 2 whenever they want to fucking give me that date.
Mm-hmm.
Game Awards can't come sooner.
When are the Game Awards again?
Have to look. Either way, we're watching them at the shop.
Yeah.
This is my realm now, Shang Tsung. Get the fuck out.
December 7th
Just want to see the end.
at 7:30 p.m.
Left 4 Dead? That'd actually be a pretty killer movie.
Yeah, because basically you are playing a movie in each one of the scenes.
Who would the 4 characters be, though? Would you do?
Frank West.
Would you use the Left 4 Dead 1 cast or the Left 4 Dead 2 cast? Or a totally different cast?
Well, I would say a total different cast, and somehow you get the new cast to intertwine with the or interact eventually with the other 2 casts from 1 and 2. Kind of like how 2's cast interacted with 1's at one of the campaigns. I forgot what it was. How about Pitfall?
Pitfall movie? I think that's just Indiana Jones.
I was
isn't
gonna
it?
say.
Yeah.
Die.
What?
My stream's freaking out. There it goes. Fixed it.
We're back. Well, I'm trying to think. I feel like we've talked a lot of different adaptations.
We hit all the big ones.
I'm trying to think of weird titles to talk about though.
Weird ones? Like, you have to like delve into like RPG territory. BioShock would make a killer movie.
Yeah. Especially the first game. That's still one of my favorite twists in all video games. Is the first BioShock.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming when I was playing that.
I still haven't played it.
Oh,
So good, dude.
great game.
Better play it before the new one comes out. That Judas game looked fucking cool.
Wait, there's a new BioShock coming?
That's what the Judas game was. Remember Judas? They announced it at the Game Awards, the BioShock in Outer Space.
Oh, yeah.
That's the new one.
Interesting.
John mentioned Metal Gear Solid in chat earlier.
Oh, Metal Gear Solid movie? Those games are movies.
Alright, so you get his cape, his gloves, and his boots all in one piece.
Oh, okay. Anything cool you found so far?
I unlocked some common... Even this new cape looks... His ending was pretty cool too. He just like fucking punches through Shang Tsung's heart.
Yeah, I'm excited to try them out.
This is my territory now. Can you think of any last minute?
You know what would be an interesting movie would be something based upon like Call of Duty. You know, maybe like the first Call of Duty Modern Warfare, COD 4.
Yeah, just take the
There was a lot
story
of
and
like
make it a
memorable.
movie.
Yeah, there were a lot of memorable set pieces in that. I mean, like the sniping mission, the ghillie suit, all that.
Shovel Knight? Shovel Knight would make a pretty cool cartoon series. I think Shantae would make a really cool cartoon series too. I haven't seen it yet, but I know the Scott Pilgrim thing's going. Joe.
Yeah. The show's going. There's a show.
Yeah, that they made an anime for it. Actually, it looked really good.
Oh, I like the idea of a TV show of Destroy All Humans.
That'd be interesting. Games are good. Good games. Oh, Kirby. I think
yeah.
a Kirby movie. The TV show I found hilarious as a kid, but I tried to watch it recently, and it's not very good.
Kirby and the Crystal Shard.
See? Easy movie. Metroid would be great. I'd actually die for a Metroid movie. That's like a dream.
Who would you have play Samus?
That's a good question. It's a tough one.
What about who's the gal that plays Captain Marvel? Brie Larson? What about her?
I mean, she'd fit the bill because she sucks at showing emotions anyways, and Samus has none.
Damn, Vinny. Okay.
I only speak the truth here.
I know. You're speaking the truth.
I can name maybe one person that liked that movie, and a million that hated it. And don't reveal who. You don't have to see her until the final 5 seconds, so you never knew it was her in the first place.
Yep.
I want Microsoft to admit that they fucked up on Halo and redo the whole thing.
Oh, the TV
I did not
show?
even watch. Did not watch the series.
The only good thing about the TV show is when they actually had the fight scenes. Everything else sucked. Personally, kind of like the Twisted Metal show. The car fight scenes were great. Everything else was awful.
Sweet Tooth wasn't cool.
No, I just didn't think it. After I played all the games and I know the story, and they tried to make Sweet Tooth more of like a comical character, and I'm like, he's a fucking murderer that drives an ice cream truck. The funny part is he drives an ice cream truck, and that's it. Nothing else.
Yeah.
But they tried to make him to be like an actual like clown, and I'm like, yeah, this is stupid. But the car combat scenes were fantastic.
I feel like Dead by Daylight has done a good job of bringing in horror movie characters, and making them playable.
Before we started, I was telling Vinny that they announced a new one. They're bringing in Chucky.
Yep.
Oh, I did hear about that. Yep. That's pretty cool.
He's the only killer that's going to be third person.
Yeah, because he's so small.
When you go to pick up a survivor, it's supposedly the ghost that's possessing the doll comes out and starts carrying the survivors around.
Oh, Charles Lee Ray.
Yeah, but the doll, for whatever reason, is still moving around. Like, he's still possessing the doll. So whenever you go pick up a survivor, Chucky gets that one stab in still, so he just still stabs the survivors. And he's swearing the whole time when he's walking.
That is awesome. Did you guys ever play the Saw games?
I did.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were not great.
They're entertaining. But...
Yeah.
You know what else was awful? That Tekken movie.
I don't even recall a Tekken movie.
Exactly.
That's how far off my radar that
you're
was.
Welcome. That was a rough one.
You know, it was a fun game that was based upon a movie was Real Steel.
Yeah, I actually have that on my PS3.
Yeah, that was a pretty good boxing game. I was entertained.
Fantastic.
Oh, love the movie. Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, John, that it's awful. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. They were straight to DVD Tekken movies, and the first one was actually announced, and the second one got released without announcement because they knew it was going to be trash.
Trash.
Let's do a Cuphead TV show based like.
Ooh, the TV show is so fucking good. I don't know if you've ever actually seen it. It's really good.
Oh, Cuphead. Yeah, the Cuphead show was good.
I still haven't even played the DLC.
I started it. It's interesting. I recently got my hands on the collector's edition, so.
Where is...
The Dark Souls games would make some interesting way they'd have to tell the story in a movie. Soul Calibur would be an awesome.
Yeah.
Have Yoshimitsu come through the fucking portal from hell.
What kind of RPG games would you guys like to see? As
Chrono
movies?
Trigger.
I was gonna say Chrono Trigger would be sweet.
Chrono Trigger.
Final Fantasy X.
Final Fantasy. Mario RPG.
I like the idea of Final Fantasy X.
And you can delve deep in like the illusion of Gaia would be pretty cool. Secret of Evermore.
How about Kingdom Hearts, where you just hear about darkness?
No,
Like,
I'm good. I've heard enough about the darkness.
Kyrie.
My friends are my power.
My friends are my power.
I would just have
Little
Vin Diesel play Sora.
Oh my god.
My
Finally.
friends is family. Ain't nothing stronger than family.
Mickey, family.
Can we have a Nicolas Cage character as well, where he just doesn't even talk?
And he just yells, "The bees!"
Oh my god. It's still like one of my favorite things. The bees! The bees! Not the bees. Trying to think of a few more. Like you said, there's a million. Like I could name RPGs, you guys probably won't even know what the fuck I'm talking. Rhapsody would be really cool. Trials of Mana would be really cool.
Legend of Dragoon.
Dragoon. Chrono Cross. Freaking Xenogears.
Live Alive.
Vanguard Bandits. Vandal Hearts. Silhouette Mirage would be really interesting if they could pull that off.
Sorry, I was doing a
Little
puzzle.
Red Riding Hood Zombie Barbecue would be a phenomenal movie.
About Little Nightmares.
Little Nightmares would be pretty cool too.
That would be a wild movie.
Little Nightmares, but the enemy is Big Chungus.
Big Nightmares.
live action adaptation of the East games. That'd be pretty cool.
Of the White games?
It's called East. It's a RPG.
Hmm.
10th one comes out next year.
What about Fortnite? We could have Ninja in it.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
This is
no.
what I always wanted.
No.
Let's do it.
Please,
Let's do
no.
a movie about competitive Fortnite.
It's just fucking Ninja, Tim the Tatman, Doc, Nick Merckx,
And all the drama that comes with it.
then the 12 million 10-year-olds.
And then the ending credit scene could be could have the music that #1 victory royale just dropped down in London town.
Jesus Christ.
That little kid singing it. It'd be great.
God.
So, I've never played one of these games. The other one I did.
Mhm.
Half-Life with Portal happening right around the same time.
Mm. Interesting. An interesting concept.
Go on.
I think it'll be a great TV series. Not so much movies because there's going to be a bunch of them. I never actually played Half-Life, and maybe when they do the TV show, maybe they'll continue on where fucking Half-Life 2 actually ended.
It'll never happen.
I know it'll never happen, but there's the hopes.
I wouldn't mind a TV series with the Portal 2 robots. I think that'd be awesome.
That'd be entertaining, man. I'd welcome that.
Are you still there?
Please
You guys remember,
save me.
Do you guys remember Splosion Man?
Yeah. Another underrated game.
Very, very underrated. And then there was Missplosion or something like that, right?
Yep.
And that would be, I don't know how you would do it, but you could make a cartoon out of that. He would
Sad
just
one.
explode.
Serious Sam.
Ooh,
Serious Sam.
I like this. Yes, I totally agree. I love Serious Sam with Wolfenstein.
Yeah, okay.
What about Duke Nukem movie?
Yes, I like that
I'd
one
watch
too.
it. He has to
I don't
throw
know.
a turd in a urinal, though.
I don't know if it could survive in 2023 though. Oh man.
I think John mentioned earlier Warhammer as well.
What era of Warhammer?
I don't know any era, probably 40K because I think that's the most popular one.
I think it probably, just because they're making another game, should do Space Marine. I don't know if you ever played the first one. It was on Xbox 360 and PS3.
No, I didn't play
The
it.
second one comes out, I think, next year, and it looked ridiculous.
Oh, that's just gonna piss off a lot of fans there, John, after saying that.
I'm not a Half-Life fan, so I'm not affected by this. I think Portal's a better game.
I mean, I'm not affected by it either, but like, I think it's kind of funny if they were to do that, make a second season, it's Half-Life 2 ends, and then the show just ends right there. I just slap in the face to all Half-Life fans. Oh, they are doing that? Oh, that's a great idea. I love it when Henry Cavill starts playing in video game, TV shows, and movies.
Does a good job. A lot of idea. Actually, you know what? Fuck. Don't make a good horror movie.
Amnesia.
Eternal Darkness.
Hmm.
From the GameCube, the one that like fucked with your TV.
Oh yeah.
It like turn your
Forgot about
TV
that
up and
game.
down and flip the screen upside down and That game was awesome. Like, if you haven't played that game, I strongly recommend it. And if you don't know how to play it, I will let you use my GameCube. Just fucking play. Games. You have to play that game on a CRT, and you have to play it on the game. You cannot emulate that game. It does not work right. You have to play it on a CRT because it'll fuck with your TV. It's so funny. Like, I remember sitting there playing it as a kid, and the idea is your character is slowly going insane. So the TV would turn up and down, and you're sitting there and you're just like, I didn't do that. Why does the TV all of a sudden got super low and you can't turn it up? So good. And the screen would like flip upside down, and you'd be like, what the hell's going on? Custom Robo would be a good one too.
A good adaptation would be Fallout if they do it correctly.
I like the idea. Yeah. I have little faith in that though.
Skyrim game. The Dragonborn.
You can. It's not easy, but I know how to do it. My buddy Chris showed me how to do it. Like a bunch of adapters. I did it when I was playing. I did a bunch of TurboGrafx games. I'm out of ideas now.
Yeah, I've been looking through my Steam list.
No, I'm just like thinking, sitting here, like there's got to be something that would make a hell of a like movie that I'm not thinking of. But
you mentioned Shovel Knight earlier. Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight would be cool. That'd be a cool TV show.
Oddworld.
What about Mad Worlds? Remember that game on the Wii?
Oh my god, yeah, it was such a cool idea.
It was such a badass game too. Very stylized.
No More Heroes would be a pretty cool TV show too.
Oh yeah, you could have Johnny Knoxville's Travis Touchdown.
I'd die if they did a Lollipop Chainsaw movie.
Oh, I played this game a long time ago. That was the last time I ever played it. I don't remember anything in the story. Time Shift.
That the shooter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
PS3, PS3 game, I think. I think it was on the 360. It was a launch game.
Wait, was it Time Shift or Time Splitters?
Time Shift.
I think that's... The cover is like a robot with like a yellow light for an eye, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the shooter. Time Splitters would make a phenomenal TV show. Now that you say Time Splitters.
Mm-hmm. How about PsyOps? The Mind Gate Conspiracy.
I still haven't played it. I need to play it.
What?
I got it on my PlayStation.
One of my favorite PS2 games.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll stream it just so you can pick on me how bad I suck at it.
You play as one of the coolest Marine guys, Nick Scryer. Badass. He's got psychological powers. Yeah, Vinny, you should play it. Brandon, you should play it too. Everybody should play it. It was a one and done game that I'm so disappointed was a one and done.
Maybe we'll play it at the shop and you can show everyone how it's really meant to be played.
Oh, I would love that.
I'll give you the mic and everything. You can commentate your own game.
Listen, you could possess people and then shoot up their friends with the character, and then you could turn the shotgun on the character you're possessing and blow your brains out. It was so badass.
Tom Cruise to produce an Ace Combat movie? That'd actually be pretty cool. Let's look.
I also felt
I'd say Horizon Zero Dawn, but they're already doing it.
the Jurassic Park movie games were pretty good on the Sega Genesis, and there was a couple on PS1.
Remember Warpath? Fucking fighting one. Dinosaur fighting game.
I do not.
It was like the Lost World Warpath or whatever.
That's pretty cool.
We have to play. Armin would love that.
I know that there was a fighting game on the Sega Genesis. Was it Primal Rage? Is that what I'm thinking of?
Yeah, that game's fantastic. Where you can like, you're the gorilla. He'll piss on his opponent once he kills him.
Yeah.
I mean, I could think of other movies of like this, like Watch Dogs.
It'd be an interesting movie. Sleeping Dogs would be another one.
That's basically
True Crime.
all I could see.
Yeah, true crime. You didn't even talk about Max Payne.
Max Payne. Maximum Pain. What about a Ghosts and Goblins movie?
That'd be interesting.
Maximo. I don't know.
A lot of people don't know Maximo is Ghosts and Goblins.
I know. I remember playing that game thinking, oh, this is so cool. And then I remember it being so ridiculously hard.
Yep.
I went and returned it back to Blockbuster and got a different game.
Medieval.
Oh,
Sir
yeah.
Daniel. Sir Daniel
Fortescue.
I'm Sir Daniel Fortescue. Tomba. Tomba would go hard as a fucking TV show. They're bringing it back too. That game comes out next year. I'm so excited.
You could do something like For Honor as a movie.
Oh,
that'd be interesting. It'd be a movie, or it'd have to be like one of those TV shows where every episode is 45 minutes long.
Yeah.
How about Crisis and Lost Planet?
I could see Crisis. Lost Planet. Everything but the third game.
Oh, you know what? I can't believe I haven't even talked about this yet. But Wolverine, the one that was based upon the movie,
Mm-hmm.
the one that was like ultra gory, that was a great video game.
The one that's actually rated M.
Yeah, that was a
So
great
I believe
one.
they confirmed it that the new one's rated M too.
Good.
I don't think you can make a Wolverine game now and get away with not making it rated M.
I
Star
played
Fox?
the shit out of that Wolverine game.
Star Fox would be pretty cool. We never talked about the Donkey Kong show. Darn it.
Donkey Kong.
And he's sitting on the they're sitting there and his butt cheeks are bubbles.
Donkey Kong is here. He's one hell of a guy.
That'd be a cool, like the Tropical Freezer turned into a movie. I think that'd be pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
About
Web throw
Hmm. Yeah, I'm out of it. Combo was my last idea.
Prey. You remember that game?
Like the Bethesda one? Or the one that Arcane made, or the one that was before it? Arcane made the one that's on the PS4 and the Xbox One. The other Prey game was an Xbox 360. Wasn't it? They're totally different too, by the way.
The one on PS4 and
Yeah,
Xbox One.
that's the good one. That'd be a pretty cool movie. I don't think Deathloop could be a cool movie.
That's pretty much it for me. I'm out of ideas. Well, unless all right, here's the other games on my list I could have talked about.
I want a Crazy Frog movie.
Crazy Frog movie.
Crazy Frog movie. Just him doing the song for an hour and a half.
The other games on my list that I didn't talk about was Parasite Eve, Fear Effect, Dino Crisis, Time Crisis. And that's it.
Dino Crisis would be a cool movie.
And that's it for me.
I'm out of ideas.
Well, hopefully somebody in big TV was watching or listening to our days, and they'll take us up on them.
Yeah, Nintendo, I want a Metroid movie. Now.
Good luck.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's almost like saying I want a Legacy of Kain movie or TV show. I'm never gonna let that go. I want it.
I want it.
Oh,
I want it.
Oh, you know what? Actually, hold on. I thought of another game. It's a game I've been looking for years, and I've been bugging you about, Vinny.
F-Zero would make a really good movie too.
That would be, but I'm saying Silent Bomber.
Good luck finding that fucking game.
I've been trying to look for it for years. I was getting to the point I'm gonna have to go on eBay.
Yeah, that's the shitty part. I haven't seen that game in a long time.
After eons passed, I sketched out the realms. After eons more, I brushed them in with life. In my new era,
Sorry, guys. I'm in the midst of a battle in Spider-Man right now. That's why I'm a little quiet.
Hi. Oh.
whether or not they do,
I'm just out of ideas. There's no more, like, anything that, like, sticks out.
my power only permits me to begin this endeavor. It is the duty
You could do Amnesia for a horror movie.
It'd be cool. The new game, I don't know if you played the newest one. The newest one was really good. Bunker?
I didn't play any of the Amnesias.
Dude, the Bunker is so good. It's funny, because Amnesia, like every other game, sucks. Like, people hate when I say that, but no one can tell me I'm wrong. Every other Amnesia game sucks. Like, it's just how it is.
How about Outlast?
The first game, sure. The second one sucked. I didn't find the second one scary at all. First one though, that was a good game. I haven't played that new one though, like the Trials of Outlast or whatever.
I'm trying to think of like horror stuff. You could probably do Fear.
Fear would be a pretty cool.
Metro? Isn't that Metro Redo?
Metro, yeah. The one that takes place in Russia. Last game, Zodus was really.
Do. All right, what do you say, fellas? Let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
Final thoughts.
It was a good session. You should watch Five Nights at Freddy's and Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo was a pleasant surprise, but Five Nights at Freddy's was a shockingly pleasant surprise. I can't believe it out. I can't believe it outdid Mario in like a day. Fucking nuts.
With it, I think one of the coolest things though was the fact that it was all the animatronics were real and it wasn't CGI.
Yeah, it just made it so
By
much
the
better.
Jim Henson Group.
Can't wait for number
Yeah.
2.
Let's see 8 movies.
8 movies. I don't know if I could last 8 movies. Get bored of it.
We'll see. More to
They
come.
should try to consolidate like the first game was like 2 or 3 games. Make the next movie based on the next issues of the comic and games and that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you need 8 movies, but I do want them to get to the part of like where they don't go to like a Freddy's restaurant, they go to the place underground. The sister location. I think that'd make a really cool movie.
I stopped paying attention to the lore after the 3rd game.
Just click on MatPat and you'll learn you learn everything.
Yeah, he's got a great four.
It's all a game theory.
It's just a theory, a game theory.
Yeah, I know Markiplier's doing. I was sad that he wasn't in it would have been so much better if he was the security guard in the beginning, like he was supposed to be.
Did they ever say why he wasn't in it?
There was a scheduling conflict.
Yeah, I think he was filming something else.
Oh.
He did did a ton of stuff, man. I didn't realize how much stuff he's done in the last like 5 years. He has a whole like YouTube TV movie or whatever the fuck that was. Markiplier in space or whatever.
In space.
After careful preparation, I began work, painting over the darkness. After eons
Any other final word in space? Yeah, in space with Markiplier. There you go.
after eons more,
John's got it.
In space.
Spice.
in my new
Nope, I am all set. I don't have any other thoughts. I think it was a good session. A lot of good wish list items.
Yeah.
what they do will be their
You know.
responsibility.
Good to have Brandon on again.
For my
Yeah,
Actually,
thanks for
we
joining.
talked.
permits me to
Actually
begin
talked
with
this time.
Did, unlike last time.
is the
The Dandler dandled the microphone.
to finish it.
Dandy be dandling.
Maybe, I know you've wanted to talk about it for a while. Maybe, we can do the whole... Wanted to do one about, like, collectors and their collections.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I'm able, if we're gonna do that, I'm able to do that. Hold on, I gotta look at the schedule here. So
I know you've wanted to do it, so...
next week I would not be able to. Probably it would have to be sometime next month.
We'll figure it out. Don't forget, though, next month we have a holiday party. And everyone's
got that.
invited.
I've already got that checked out.
And, you can watch the insanity that Hot Sets is bringing to the table live here on the channel.
Yeah.
Let me in on a little secret. We have unpatched Mortal Kombat 1 for the Nintendo Switch on deck. And it is rough. Oh boy.
It is extremely rough.
And then
Am I
we
gonna be
patched
able
it to
to-
see if it ran any better, and somehow it ran worse.
Yeah.
Am I gonna be able to shit post the entire day?
No, maybe, I don't know. The microphone will be hot. Hot mic at holiday party.
Hot mic for the hot sets.
We'll also be testing some other stuff like the mini clip-on mics, cameras, all sorts of stuff, all sorts of fun stuff. Dude, it makes low textures look. That shit was lower than low textures. That was rough.
Yeah, it's bad. It's very bad.
And you get to play a first to 5. How do you like that?
Uh-huh.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas.
I was voluntold, is what we call
He
that.
wasn't. He was voluntold by yours truly that hey, you got to play a first to 5 with Kangas and unpatched
Vinny said,
MK1
"Listen
Switch
here, Rick."
hot set.
we know you bring on the entertainment, and
Yeah.
what would be more funny?
He brings on the entertainment so much. We're talking to poor old Jack, and now we're going to be doing a dating show in February for good old Jack. So I hope you're ready
Can't
for
wait.
that one too.
A lot of good stuff coming.
Yeah. Going to be entertaining. 2024 looking good.
Keeping the ideas flowing here in the Gumdolph Kingdom.
What will happen after? Who knows? Maybe you'll be involved. As Rob said, this is the Gumdolph Entertainment Nightly.
Yeah.
Good old Shop Rob.
We do this for you folks. We did it for you.
Thank you to Junk Food Custom Arcade, Attack from All Sides, Circus Sucker Punch, and Microgame as always. And as always for Christmas, we are partnering up with Toys for Tots as well, so thank you to them. Gonna be fun to work with those guys again. Hopefully they give me the trains again so people can put their names on them and I can hang them around the store.
Yeah.
Fun.
Good stuff.
That note. Good night and good luck.
Good night, buddy. Have a good night.
Have a good one, guys.